Hello Pisces, it's Zane. Welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the energy surrounding your career and financial situation here for the month of February. Now Pisces, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Pisces, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone that is not me, that's someone impersonating me, please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Pisces. Now, if you watch my content regularly and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. Really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. So let's see what we have here. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different here. I'm going to be using a pyramid spread. So let's just get everything set up here in view and then we'll get right into it. Okay. Put that right here. Looks good to me. All right. So Pisces, it looks like right now you are really concerned about your long-term financial situation. Okay, you have some sort of decision to make here in your financial life, and I get the sense that this could be, there's an energy of importance around this right now. In the middle, for your sort of for the card here that's sort of helping to lay out the context of the reading, you have the Seven of Pentacles, which talks about long-term investments paying off. It's a very good card to find if you're looking, if you're in a financial reading rather, because this person here has worked very, very hard to build this harvest that they now have. The pentacles are finally ripe and ready to be picked. And you can even see that they have the basket here. Now they're deciding in their mind, they're thinking, okay, do I want to go ahead and take these pentacles and move in a new direction? They're kind of looking out to the distance and looking out to the horizon and asking themselves, you know, I've worked a long time for this. Is it time for me to go try something new? Is it time for me to take what I have here and build something around it? Or you know, anything like that. It can represent profit taking. It can represent, like I said, on a long-term investment that you may have made. But it can also just say that perhaps the situation you find yourself in your career or your financial situation is maybe becoming a drag, or it may just be sort of dragging you down. And that may be why you're also considering a decision at this time to go in a new direction. And so there's this directional energy, but it's a very good card for your financial situation. It says you've really worked very hard for whatever it is that you have. In the past, I do feel like this hard work here is born out of maybe some difficulties in your past around money here. Now, I'm not foretelling this. This is in the past situation. Okay, so this is something that you've already gone through here with the double fives, which represents change. The Five of Swords is somebody who is potentially kind of waving their flag, they're giving up. And for them, it's sort of like this idea that, you know, some battles are not worth fighting. It's this idea of maybe dropping your swords. It can represent a loss though, especially combined with the Five of Pentacles, which can represent like financial struggle, turmoil, feeling left out in the cold here, okay? And both of these cards can lead to scarcity thinking or scarcity mode in your life. Now again, this is in the past, okay? What's showing up in your current situation is long-term financial success. So what I feel like has happened here is some of you have worked through some sort of struggle situation with resources. This might have been even growing up, right? This may have been something growing up for you, Pisces. And what's going on here is you've probably taken this experience that you had, this challenging experience that you had, and used that as fuel to build something for yourself with the Seven of Pentacles in the middle. Now, if you haven't, you could be really like at this decision point where you're saying like, okay, what steps do I need to take so I continue leaving this situation in the past? This Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles. You know, do I need to make investments? Do I need to find a job that you know, supports me? Do I need to find something that pays a little bit more or gives me more flexibility to build a business? Or you know, you may be making those decisions. Not financial advice, of course, but those may be some of the things that are going through your mind at this time. In the future, this is big energy, okay? So I want you to note here that we have these 3 minor arcana in the current situation and in the past. But in the future, you have 2 major arcana, okay? So major arcana are bigger themes in the tarot, big themes showing up. And the Judgment card is in some ways, a dramatic card, not in the way that the Tower is or the Death card is. No, this is about you potentially going through a period of an awakening in your life, because the Judgment card says that it may be wise for you to go into a period of self-evaluation and ask yourself what it is that you need to do to get to the next step, to get over the hurdle, or to get to the next phase in your life. And that is being even, that's magnified here even more because you have the Lovers, which, especially in a career reading, a career and finance reading, represents an important choice to make. Okay, and so you have this big, there's like a gravity here associated with this. And it's around your long-term financial situation, maybe investments that you've made, like a retirement or, something safe, something stable, not risky investments this is not what I'm feeling at all here. I'm feeling something stable, something safe. And for some of you, this is judgment time. Okay, this is, maybe just getting very honest with yourself about the choices you've made, the steps you've taken, the action you've taken, because the Judgment card is a card of karma. It is about the steps you've taken up to this point. So let's go ahead and expand on this even further. So you have the High Priestess, you have the Seven of Wands, let's see here, the Death card, and the Chariot. So you have big energy in the future, a big energy, okay? All of the future positions here are showing up as major arcanas, all right? There's a big decision to make. What I really love is I see you overcoming obstacles of the past in the future, and I'll get into why. But you also have this High Priestess here, which can be your energy showing up simply. That can simply be you here, Pisces. This is potentially something that's hidden. This could be something that's suppressed from the past with the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Some of you, I'm not saying this is everybody, but some of you may have had challenges in maybe your childhood, or maybe just as an adult, maybe, depending on where you are, you may have had struggles here. This may be coming up to the surface for review with the High Priestess energy. Whatever is hidden, secretive, or, maybe trapped in the subconscious, this could be coming out, okay? The Seven of Wands represents competition in your current situation. It can also say that you've been successful. Okay, you've struggled here, but I also, again, what's showing up is long-term financial planning and success here for you with the Seven of Pentacles, patience and planning for your financial situation here with that Seven of Pentacles. And so what's happening here is you've been successful, but there could be competition around you as well because of that success that you've had with the Seven of Wands. It can also just represent, since I'm not really getting other people's energy, what the Seven of Wands can just represent is you needing to take a stand. You need to stand your ground and do what's right for you, and not necessarily what other people want you to do with your money or your resources or your finances or whatever the case may be. In the future here, you have this Death card and the Chariot. Okay, so that's big energy, okay? The Death card's a major change in your life. It does not need to be negative. And in fact, the Death card's actually a positive card because you can think of it as like butterfly energy. It's going from the caterpillar to the butterfly, okay? It's transmutation or transformation in your life, but it's a big transformation, okay? This is not like the Five of Swords or the Five of Pentacles. This is a big transformation here, almost something that you can't go back from. And the seven, what I love here with the Chariot, the seven energy, which by the way, you have 777 here, Seven of Wands, Pentacles, and the Chariot being number 7. The Chariot indicates overcoming obstacles, overcoming difficulties. And it's from your external environment, the difficulties around you, which again, some of you may have been in a challenging situation here in the past. You're overcoming this and you're charging forward in victory. Okay, so you have the Seven of Cups, you have the Page of Cups, and you have the Hermit. So the Seven of Cups, I always am reminded in a a financial or career reading, to just be careful about speculation, financial gambling, because this can represent confusion, maybe even subtlety, especially with the High Priestess indicating maybe hidden secrets, something like that. I would say just gather the facts. Can't tell you what to do, not a financial advisor, but this can just represent your energy being spread too thin. The Page of Cups is very good. That's a happy arrival. It's a happy opportunity potentially coming into your life. It's happy news arriving, but it also says that maybe you're a dreamer and you may want to move out of the dream state and into the action state. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If you're more about dreaming, some of you may be drumming up a plan of action here. You also have the Hermit, which is a nice card that's all about solo energy, going down the path of the sage and being wise in your decisions. It can also represent maybe being a master or acquiring mastery in some ways. And again, with this Chariot here, overcoming a difficulty of the past, I see that being very good for you. So you have the King of Cups, we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so Knight of Swords, be careful of impulsivity at this time. With the Seven of Cups, the High Priestess. But what I really like is we talked about how the Page of Cups is maybe more about dreaming instead of acting. Well, guess what? The Knight of Swords is about seizing the day or taking advantage of opportunity. Even going for a risk, but it's almost like there is an energy here of just being careful about risk, but it's almost like a risk in this case could be putting a plan into action for you, right? And so some of you are really doing that here. The King of Cups can talk about like just, taking like inventory of your emotions around money at this time and having control over that. Wow. Okay. So to finish the pyramid off here, we have the Fool, which is a strong card. It's one of the most powerful cards in the tarot, if not the most, because it's the start of the tarot. It's all about a powerful new beginning and leaping forward without attachment. So you're getting a very, very strong beginning here. You have a lot of major arcana showing up in the future, and I think you're going to make a smart choice here as it relates to your long-term financial stability. I think patience is probably the key for you right now, but also moving out of the dream state and into the action state as it relates to plans. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. Take care, and I will see you in the next reading.